rugby, cycling and more. King Island Grandstand covers it all. Sunday, 3 p.m. King Island Radio.
Talking about finals, we had the semi-finals of the King Island Football Association yesterday. We'll go over the results of that. We'll go over the Keating Medal results that was held also last night. So we'll go over the juniors results first. So the North Juniors 12-5-77 defeated Curry 7-10-52 there. So North move on to the grand final to play Grassy. In the seniors, it came down to a very, very close game. Kick after the siren. Or kick the goal while the siren ball was in the air and the siren went.
Okay. Yep.
So technically it's a goal after siren, we claim.
Yes, but it wasn't marked then.
No.
Yeah.
Grassy 12-14 defeated North 12-10.
Yeah.
So a very close game there.
Super exciting. Always exciting when it's right down to the last second.
I reckon it's the quickest I've moved off the bench for a long time.
Well, there you go. We should have taken video of that.
Yes. We'll go over the Keating medals and the Terry Perry medals. There, Reese Esquera won the junior best and fairest, or the Terry Perry medal on 49 votes. He had a brilliant season, missed out on the perfect 50 this year, but he had a perfect season. Also took out the leading goal kicker for the association in the juniors with 53 goals. In the seniors, we had Eli Bellinger from Curry take out the WD Keating medal on 17 votes over teammate Jack Ude on 15 votes. So congratulations with them. Jack Ude also won the the leading goal kicker for the association on 21 goals over Reese Square on 17 goals.
Well, there you have it.
So yeah, that come down to the wire. I also after the game did an interview with the AFL CEO Damien Gill, and we'll throw to that now.
Welcome to King Island Grandstand. Damien, how are you?
Very, very good.
That's
a real
good.
pleasure to be on King Island, to be
That's
honest.
good.
Loving it.
It's not the first time you've come to King Island. It's probably one of 3 trips, roughly.
Yeah.
I think last time we had an interview together, we were here with Tackle Our Feelings campaign. So what's changed in the world of AFL Tas world, really?
A lot, to be honest. I reckon last time we met, the idea around a Tasmanian football club was maybe just that, an idea, whereas now it's a reality, and we're seeing so much momentum behind the Devils and so much positivity around footy in general, and it's awesome to be back in a community that loves their footy and lives and breathes it, and you can see just how important footy is to this place, and I love it. It's great.
That's what we're here for. But you sat there and watched both semi-finals today. I sat there and watched a bit and with the juniors and then played the seniors. But local football here on the King Island brings what basically we are in Tassie, and we're hoping to go for Tassie Devils. Do you see a couple of future stars, women's and boys, coming up in that juniors comp hopefully for the Devils?
Well, yeah, who knows? Like that's the dream now, right? Like we can actually believe that we can play for Tasmania because it's possible, and for kids on King Island, they can grow up going, I can play for Tassie, which is an amazing thing. And you know, the likes of a young Reese Esquera, who was unbelievable in the senior game today, probably best on ground in my view. He can dream that maybe something's possible coming off King Island and playing for his state, which would be amazing. So, yeah, that they're the dreams that are now real, and they're real for the people of King Island, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So just a bit of information, like I've done a bit of research around the Tasmania Academy, someone coming up to coaching and trying to get into that coming off year 12, or even possibly someone my age looking into that. It's possible to do something that day with the Tasmania Academy now, if you can explain a bit about
so there's 2 things. The club's launched the Tasmanian Academy of Leadership and Sport, which is a course for year 11 and 12 So you can come out of year 11 and 12 and do that course, and it's basically a course to get you ready for a life in sport from a professional perspective. And we've seen first year they've run it out of Hobart. They're expanding to Launceston next year, and there's a whole scope, a whole world that's opening up for the men and women that are doing that course in terms of professional experience. And a lot of them have already got jobs in professional sport. And it's a course that has never been on the island in Tasmania before. It's amazing what it's opening up in terms of opportunity, and really exciting for Tasmanians.
That's good. Just a little bit of an update with the election just gone. How's the AFL team looking? We're still looking on track for 2028 via AFL licence?
Yeah, things are on track. Clearly, there was an election. We had to work out who was running Tasmania.
Yep.
And then things will need to be resolved from a stadium point of view. But from my perspective, the club's perspective, we're on track. It's just a matter of we've got to get the legislation before Parliament and get things moving.
Yep.
And there's the project of state significance that's in place. So yeah, things are on track. We need our stadium, we need our team, and things are looking good, and the club's building, and hopefully before too long we'll have announcements around VFL and VFLW for next year, and we can start to see this football club actually play footy, which would be a really exciting thing.
That's the goal we're all aiming for. With the Premier Leagues, I'm going to hit the hard questions now. With the Premier Leagues around the state, like the WFA, the NTFA, are we seeing much default with the teams in there, or are we looking expanding that comps a little bit into, say, a statewide cup, see who the Premier of the state is these days, since we don't have a state league?
Yeah, it's something that's been floated. Obviously, we have the rep series that brings the regions together in the middle of the year, and that was really popular this year and went down well. It's something we've floated with clubs and associations. It's not something that's been supported to date, but it's something we'll continue to have conversations around in terms of bringing the three regions together for an overall state grand final. I think it's got real merit, to be honest. We'll see how things unfold with respect to that. We've got a lot of work to do still with our Premier League competitions, particularly in the north of the state. We had a golf in class and level of footy in between the two competitions, and we've brought them together, so it's come together with a bit of a thud. That'll take time, and it'll take investment in junior footy for it to thrash out and have a really even and competitive competition, but I'm really hopeful that we'll get there before too long, and the investment of the NTFA and the leadership shown by Peter Gutwin gives me great confidence.
That's what we're aiming for, to represent Tasmanian footballers. One, like as you've seen tonight in our presentation, we've had from 7 girls to 17 girls come into the junior league. Is AFLW increasing in Tasmania now, or is it still the same as, say, 2 years ago? Or
girls and women's footy is growing. It's probably the most exciting thing about Tassie footy, to be honest. The growth of girls and women's footy is amazing. And just what footy looks like now for girls and women is like way different than it was ever before, and it opens up a world of opportunities, including here on King Island. It's amazing to see the growth from 7 to 17, and hopefully that just continues to grow. But yeah, women and girls footy continues to grow, and our real focus is making sure it grows off the field as well. So key leadership positions, it's fantastic to see the leadership of the King Island Football Association is female in Nicole, and there's a lot of women behind the scenes doing great things in King Island Footy Association, so that's terrific. We want to see that across Tasmania, and we also want to see women in coaching roles and in umpiring, so that's the important next phase of growth we want to see within footy.
No question. Last time we spoke, umpiring was struggling in Tasmania. We've seen an increase into people coming into umpiring roles.
Yeah, we've had about an 11% jump in umpiring from last year to this year, so that's pretty significant really in 1 year. So a lot is going well. We'd still like more women and girls involved, as I said, because we think that's where our real growth will come from. But yeah, a really positive year in terms of umpiring. We've always got work to do, and we've got work to do with spectators and clubs and coaches to make sure they're being really respectful of umpires and making a role that is respected and not one that's a hard one for the umpires taking on.
No.
thank you. I'll just thank you for your time and, wrap it up.
No worries. Thank you. Appreciate
thank you,
it.
Damien.
No worries.
This has been King Island's Grandstand. I've been your host, Craig Huntsville, with Tam Gazarian. I don't know if the grand final's been live streamed. Yes, it is being live streamed next week on King Island TV/radio on YouTube. There, if you will Wade will share the link a bit later on.
Yes,
but we'll hopefully tune in, turn up. Should be a cracking both games of grand finals.
They usually are.
Yes. So we'll leave you with this song that we got released last night.
Absolutely. By Wade, composed by Wade.
Yeah. 3 teams, 1 island.
Mm-hmm.
One island, we stand as one through winter rains and the mid-year sun. With boots on the ground and fire in our chests, we play this game like it's always the best. 3 teams, 1 island, hear the call in every mark and every fall. From father to son, from mate to mate, we live for the game. We carry the weight on King Island.
And that was King Island Grandstand with Tam and Craig. Stay tuned for the big mix here on King Island Radio.